You've made a life that seems okay to everyone else, but deep down, something feels off. You know it's not the real you. Long ago, the famous psychologist Carl Jung said we all wear a mask just to get by. But behind that mask is the real you, the one you've pushed away and forgotten. That part of you has been silently waiting, hoping you'll finally listen. What if the person you show to the world, the one who gets praise, who fits in, who looks like they've got it all together, is actually stopping you from finding your true self? Imagine that, because once you start to see what's really under the mask, everything changes. You can't pretend anymore. The truth, your real self, has always been there, quietly trying to get your attention. And now, it wants to be seen. It wants to be free. What if the version of you that everyone likes is the very one keeping you from being truly happy? You smile even when you're tired. You say yes when it hurts to not say no. You keep quiet while your insides scream for someone to listen. These seem like little sacrifices, but after a while, something inside you disappears. The really scary part? No one else notices. Only you feel the loss. At first, it just feels a bit off, like something you were meant to become hasn't arrived yet. But then it grows. A restless, nagging feeling you can't shake. Even with the job, the relationship, the compliments, it still feels empty, like a song playing on mute. You look in the mirror and wonder, who is that stranger staring back? This isn't about not doing well. It's about doing well, in the wrong life. Deep down, you fear the worst, that everything you've built may actually belong to someone you pretended to be. The real question is, what will it cost to finally choose the real you? Psychologist Carl Jung called this process individuation, becoming who you truly are. But first, we learn to hide. As kids, when love came with rules, we did whatever it took to fit in. We stopped showing the parts of ourselves that felt too loud, too strange, too real. We put on a mask, a safe, normal version of ourselves. And it works. We get praised, accepted, loved. But each time we hide, little pieces of the real us go deeper into the dark. That tight feeling in your chest, that's your real self trying to come back. It never went away. It's just been waiting patiently. Every fake smile makes the mask tighter. Every time you say yes but want to say no, the mask wins. Until something finally breaks. Maybe it's stress, a painful ending, or just a whisper one night when you can't sleep. Suddenly, the real you stirs. It doesn't scream. It aches. It feels like deep sadness, frustration, numbness. It's your true self saying, I want out. Even if that means losing fake safety, fake happiness, fake you. Now you stand at the edge between two lives, the one you created to fit in and the one calling from deep inside. One question won't go away. If I stop being who others want me to be, will there be anyone left? Will people still care about you? Will you still be accepted? Or will everything fall apart when your mask comes off? This is the fear under the surface. Being real might mean being alone. Choosing yourself means giving up the roles you played, even if they once kept you safe. It means speaking up and dealing with the silence that follows. It means setting boundaries and feeling the sting of people pulling away. You start to see why so many never change. It's easier to stay in a shell where you're liked. But deep down, you know the cost of pretending. You lose yourself. And one day, a harder question lands in your chest like a stone. What if I never choose me? What if you spend your whole life pleasing others, only to feel empty at the end? There's no crowd clapping the first time you finally start choosing yourself. No instant update. Usually it's quiet. Sometimes it feels like fear. Sometimes people don't understand, and it hurts. But inside that quiet, something old and true wakes up. You look in the mirror, and for the first time in a long time, you see someone real. Someone you missed. Maybe you don't know what to do next, but now you've heard your own voice. It's changed something. The fake self will try to fight back. The world might pull away. But none of that compares to the peace of saying one honest thing, one powerful no, one yes that feels like freedom. And maybe this is the start of becoming whole again. But be warned, not every part of you will be happy about this. Some parts were built to protect you from pain. And soon, you'll come face to face with them too. What if showing the real you doesn't feel like freedom, but like being pushed out? You hope being yourself will bring clarity, peace, even applause. But instead, silence. Friends pull away, family whispers behind your back. You sit at a table pretending to smile, but inside it hurts. It feels like you've betrayed them, or yourself. This kind of loneliness doesn't come from being left. It comes when you decide to stop leaving yourself. Have you felt that sharp moment when you say something honest and suddenly the whole room goes quiet? You're not trying to cause trouble. You just can't fake it anymore. You can't pretend to be someone you're not. And so, you speak your truth. And the mood shifts. Even inside of you, the joy fades. Now you wonder, is this too much to pay? Why does being honest feel like being alone? Psychologist Carl Jung called this meeting your shadow. And it's not simple or easy. Your shadow isn't evil. It's all the parts of you you were told to hide. Your anger, your big dreams, your deep wants. As a kid, you noticed what made other people uncomfortable, so you locked parts of yourself away. Not to lie, but just to fit in. After years, trying to survive became your everyday self. You smiled while holding back tears. You apologized just for being you. You gave up pieces of yourself just to feel loved. But deep down, your soul didn't forget. The parts you buried come back, loud and aching. When you finally say enough and start being honest, your mind shakes. The guilt you feel is a leftover rule, from when you were told good behavior equals love. The fear you feel is your body remembering, if I break the rules, I'll be alone. And when people around you get mad or uncomfortable, it's not really about you. It's about what they're still hiding. They say you've changed. They call you selfish, cold, dramatic. But deep down, they're saying, you're brave enough to do what I won't. The real fight isn't about you versus them. It's between your old self, the one trying to please everyone, and the real you, finally ready to live. Now you're stuck between two different versions of you. One people liked, one that feels honest. And here's the hard question. Are you ready to be misunderstood so you can be true? Are you okay with letting your family down so you don't let yourself down again? Can you say goodbye to fake closeness, hoping that one day real connection will show up? You're not claiming to be better than others. You're just finally awake. And with open eyes, you notice the masks everyone still wears, the ones you've stopped wearing. That's the pain of being real. Being ahead, looking around, and seeing no one beside you yet. And still, you can't go back. Going back would mean losing yourself again. So ask yourself, what old part of you must be left behind, so your true self can finally rise? Truth comes with quiet. It's not empty, it's meaningful. No one claps. No one cheers. It's just you, finally sitting in honesty. This space between who you used to be and who you really are feels lonely. Yes, but real. The wind hurts, but it also blows the lies away. One day, you'll find others who walk this same path. They gave up what you gave up, and they found something no one else could give them. For now, let these words stay with you. You're not broken because you chose yourself. You're just waking up. And maybe, the fears you've always avoided, they might be the very doorway to the life you were meant to live. Maybe facing them won't destroy you. Maybe it'll finally make you free. Have you ever had something happen that felt too perfect to be just luck? Like someone calling right when you needed help, or hearing a stranger say something that hit straight to your heart? Maybe you opened a book, and the exact thing you've been struggling with was right there on the page. These little moments hit differently. They feel meaningful, almost like the universe is looking right at you. And deep inside, something stirs. But later, real life rushes back. Routine, doubt, same old people treating you the same old way. Then you start wondering, was that real? Or were you just hoping too hard? Maybe you've carried this quiet fear, that life is just random, that no one and nothing is really paying attention. But maybe it only feels random when you're not living as your real self. Maybe those strange, beautiful moments were not just wishes, but clues. Clues that you're starting to be seen, truly seen, for the first time. Carl Jung called it synchronicity. When your inner feelings and the outer world match up in ways that can't be explained by cause or logic. Imagine your heart is holding a truth you're not ready to say out loud. And then, out of nowhere, the world answers back. You walk away from something that's slowly killing your spirit, and suddenly you stumble across a message that tells you you're not alone. No, this isn't random. This is what happens when you stop pretending and start living from your deepest truth. The universe shifts. Things line up. People show up. Jung believed it's because your soul and the world speak the same quiet language, but you can only hear it when you get still. When you stop escaping and really listen. It's in those empty, silent moments where your mask drops that you find the truth. Every one of those odd, perfect moments wasn't answering the fake version of you. It was calling out to the real you, the one you're just now becoming brave enough to show. What if the life you've lived so far hasn't really been yours? What if your choices were shaped by what others expected, not what you truly wanted? What if every box you checked, every right decision, was just you trying to feel safe or lovable? And now, things you thought were solid begin to fall apart. Some friends don't feel right anymore. Places that once gave you comfort now drain your energy. This is what happens when you start waking up. But here's the scary part. When you say no to what no longer fits, it can feel like you're losing everything. Your mind starts to panic. What if I end up alone? What if there's nothing better coming? But your soul, the quiet voice beneath the fear, asks something deeper. What if this emptiness isn't the end? What if it's the first real space you've ever had to become who you really are? And just when you think it's all unraveling, something small happens that changes everything. You follow a gut feeling instead of logic, and it leads somewhere beautiful. You choose quiet over noise, and discover peace you didn't know you needed. You let go of people and habits that no longer fit, and the next step shows up, like it was waiting for you. Suddenly, life starts meeting you right where you are. Things feel less like struggle and more like flow. It's like the moment you finally honored who you really are, the world whispered, "Yes, this is for you." And then you wonder, maybe this isn't just the life you've been chasing. Maybe it's the life that's been calling out to you all along. Others might not see the signs, but your soul knows exactly what they mean. This path is yours now, and soon, maybe very soon, you'll sense the deeper force that's been guiding all of this, quietly, patiently, waiting for you to come home to yourself. And what if that hidden, quieter part of you, the one you've ignored, is the one with the real map? You were never truly lost. You were just stuck trying to live the life others wanted for you. But now that you've finally heard your own inner voice, the question is, will you be brave enough to listen to it? This is your chance to take control before it slips away again. Don't wait. Hit subscribe, or go back to the start and watch it all again. The mirror still has more to show you, and time won't wait forever.